What's up, Junkie Nation? Gorgeous George and Goes are back. We got some big news to share with you. It's Paul Hughes. And Paul has just signed on to fight Usman Nurmagomedov for the PFL Champion Series taking place October 3rd in Dubai. It's Nurmagomedov versus Hughes 2. Paul, remember when the first fight happened? He kind of said, well, I want to do some other stuff. I don't know about Paul Hughes right away. He hasn't done anything. While you cashed the check, beat someone up, kind of stayed sharp. I don't know. I don't think it really worked out for him too well.
No, I think he said something along the lines of he needs to win three or
Yeah.
four more fights until we fight again. But look, ultimately, the PFL wanted this fight to happen, and the fans wanted this fight to happen, and here we are. We thankfully got there in the end.
Now, what do you know? Alfie Davis just won a title for PFL World Tournament, so he's a champ, right? And I know Usman comes over from Bellator as a champ. I know the last fight was a PFL Champion Series fight, but in the end, basically you would be fighting the last Bellator lightweight champ and the current PFL undisputed lightweight champ. How has it been told to you? Like, what do you gain out of this? I know there's going to be a belt and obviously a revenge match, but what else do you gain here? What kind
To
of
be
title?
honest, I haven't even asked. I'm assuming that it's just obviously for the PFL belt. We seen that first unveiled there when Koslow Van Steenis fought Johnny Eblin in South
Yeah.
Africa. So I didn't even, it's not even something I've thought about. I've just thought about fighting Usman, but I'm sure that that's what the belt is.
Mm-hmm. And I know I'm getting way ahead of myself here, but after you win, will there be a third match, or would you like the division to breathe and see what else is out there? Because guys do get tired of fighting each other. First fight was a classic. I'm sure this one will be a good one. But man, I got who was it? Figueredo and Marino. Holy cow, man. They did 4. Valentina and Grasso did 3. They can be painful as a fan too.
Yeah, look, as soon as I win, I'm calling for the trilogy. You know that that's exactly what I'm
Oh,
going
okay.
for. Come on, lads. Look, I'm a competitor. There will be no questions asked once I get him out of there this time. It's one each, and I need to make sure that I put it together or to bed once and for all. So yeah, I'll be calling for the trilogy.
Probably on your soil, right?
It would have to be Belfast. Look, I've went to Dubai twice, or will have went to Dubai twice, and I truly think that we'll do a stadium in Belfast. I think 24,000 in
Oh
Windsor
yeah.
Park, no question.
Stadium, huh? Okay.
Mm.
Is PFL also mentioned this, or this is just kind of what you're,
This
conjuring up?
is this is what I'm conjuring up, to use your words, right now, and judging from how I've tried to conjure up other things in my career, everything seems to happen. So we'll hopefully be doing that stadium in Belfast next year.
All right. Paul Hughes, our guest here on MMA Junkie Radio. We're talking about the fact, excuse me, that Usman Nurmagomedov and Paul Hughes are running it back, and it's on October 3rd in Dubai. It's part of the PFL Champion Series. We also got Archie Colgan on the card, Sergio Pettis, Magomedov, some really, really lot of good talent here. All right, goes. What do you have for Paul Hughes?
Paul, so the comment that you brought up, the he needs to get 3 fights before I see him again, when I heard that, it kind of pissed me off. And I have nothing to do with this fight. So I can't imagine what went through your head when you heard something like that, because it just didn't seem realistic at all. And especially considering we had just seen a great fight that we're dying to see again. That attitude and just, kind of the way he's been acting, do you think this will be kind of cordial when you guys see each other, or will it be pretty intense? Because it's kind of weird. Like, you guys don't really take too many shots at each other, but I think everybody has all this frustration pent up.
Yeah, look, I mean, I guess time will tell. I always approach it in a respectful way. That's kind of how I do business. But if somebody comes at me, you best believe I'm coming back at them. And you've seen that with his management recently, or maybe you didn't see it, but there was some tweets that came my way from his manager. And if you come at an Irishman with some insults, you best believe that you're going to hear some back. So ultimately, I'm always going to be respectful unless someone disrespects me.
Do you think all that stuff is just kind of part of the psychological warfare, or do you feel like maybe he does fear having to have this fight again? Like, where do you think he stands?
No, well, I mean, all you have to do is go back and watch probably the last 30 seconds of that last fight. And when the bell rang, go just have a look at the body language. Just go have a little look at that again, and you'll get a good reason why he doesn't want to fight me again.
You've wanted this fight right away, and I was curious, when did you kind of know you had this guy figured out? Was this like something at the end of the fight that you knew, when this happens again, I got him? Or was it something that kind of happened after the fight and, training and figuring things out, watching tape? When did you really feel like you knew you had this puzzle solved?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So after the fight ended, of course, I'm very, very disappointed when I hear the scorecards, because of obviously, as mentioned, how the energy changed, and I had obviously was taking over that fight towards the end. And I remember saying in the post fight interview, "Oh, I should have pushed harder because I still have some in the tank here." But at the time, I didn't remember that there was a 3 minute break in the fourth round because of the head clash. So that's why I still had a little bit of energy left to give, is because of that rest. And that is where I feel like he was able to conserve and get his energy back to basically stay in the fight when I started to take over. So at the time, I was like, I have his number, and I could have beat him if I had emptied the tank. But as I say, the head clash happened, so that's why I still had energy left. Haven't watched the fight back. Now, obviously, I'm going to take every single read that I possibly can, and that's what this period of time now since that fight has been for, is preparing and implementing my game plan. And honestly, I'm just really looking forward to showing everyone on the night.
In your head, I mean, I know you're a very accomplished fighter, and there are multiple ways that you can win this fight. But in your head, when you go to bed and you visualize all this stuff, is there one particular way that you would really like to get this done? Do you have one that keeps reoccurring in your head?
Yeah, I'm gonna break him. I will break him towards the end of this fight. I mean, maybe I'll clip him before that for sure. I mean, you see my last fight, a 43-second knockout. Of course, I have that capability, but what I really, truthfully want to happen is break that man.
I like that. All right. So we did get clarification. It's the PFL Champion Series belt that you'll have, different from the World Tournament belts that are being given away in the last few weeks. And tonight, there's one last run of fights tonight. All right, Paul. So I usually like to save the drama for my mama, but man, I'm curious. What did the manager say to you in those tweets, and what'd you fire back?
What was it he said? Something along the lines of like, my career's an embarrassment because I've built my name off of losing to one guy. It
Hmm.
was kind of funny. I do appreciate a good insult. Like, as an Irishman, we do enjoy it. That was along the lines that there were some other things in there as well, but I think that was the most insulting part of it anyway. I think he said something like, "Nobody's going to remember your name after you lose again," or something. But yeah, that was it.
You know, the other fellow Irishman, he hasn't fought in a long time. Would you say you've now taken over as the biggest Irish fighter um, currently?
Well, I mean, it's not for me to decide, is it? It's up to the fans to decide that one, who's leading the charge. There's a few of us up here for sure, so I'm definitely one of them.
I guess what I was curious about was that, there's obviously press in Ireland and in Ireland as well. McGregor's obviously super popular. I get it, but he hasn't fought in a while, and you have, and your fights are delivering. You just sold out an arena. You now have another fight booked. So I guess maybe that's what I meant was the local press. What do you hear about that?
All right. I mean, I'm certainly getting a lot of coverage for sure. I've got huge support here in the island of Ireland. And it definitely feels like the torch has definitely been passed to me in certain regards. So that is obviously a huge honor, something that I don't take lightly, and I want to continue to represent my country well.
Very cool. Hey, we usually sneak in one Manchester United question because we know you've been a supporter for years. Have you kept up with the lads? They stocked the shelves. We got some new players. I know last year they finished 15th, but I'm telling you, Paul Hughes, if you've kind of stayed away a little bit, right now, jump on the bandwagon. We're going to be good this year.
Who should I watch out for?
Embuemo is really, really good. Brian Embuemo. And then they got
Let's go.
Mateus Cunha. They just signed him, Brazilian guy. Both guys played in the Premier League, so they're familiar with the physical style of the Premier League. They're not coming from other leagues. And then Carlos Leon, a South American player. And then a striker, big 6'5" guy, Benjamin Sesko, comes over from Germany. So I don't know.
Good shit. Right. Well, you're selling it. I'm back in then.
There you go.
Go get the latest kit. They got the third kit. It's pretty tight, man. I think you'll like it.
Sounds good, bro. Sounds good.
All right, we'll let you go, man. You've been doing a lot of these today. I know that because this is a big fight. PFL doing a great job of putting you guys out there, selling this thing. October 3rd is the date, folks. The rematch of Paul Hughes and Usman Nurmagomedov out in Dubai. Thanks, Paul, for the time. We'll talk to you soon.
My pleasure, lads. Always good to catch up with you.